Dear students, Namaste. Myself Professor Tejal Sonone and I welcome you on my YouTube channel Easy Learning with Tejal. Today we are going to learn second practical of database management system and the course code for this subject is 22319 which is provided by the Msbte. In the previous video, we learned about how to create table using MS Access. Now, moving to the second practical, the title of second practical is Write MS Access code to apply given validation on table and set error message, set default values for column, set and remove database password. In this practical, we are going to apply validations rule uh, and then set error message and set default values for column and set and remove database password for database. For performing the all operation, we have to create database and then we are going to apply the questions like apply validation on particular table column, then set the default value, then apply validation rule, then set the database level password on that particular database. So first step that is perform for this practical, open MS Access, click on Access, it will take 1 minute to open the Access. Then after that click on New button. Here we are creating a new database. For that purpose, click on blank database and yes, so this will create the table. Okay, so this is our table. So we are going to save this table. So double click on this table. Give name for the table. So table name is, suppose student is my table name and our database name is database 4. Okay, so student is my table name. So here tables, we have to create first the table structure. For that purpose, right click on this table and go to design view. Click on design view. As we previously created the table structure, right? So same process we are going to done here. Here field name and data type is there. Give the table name. So here we give table name student. Set the primary key for this table. So here ID is our primary key. Okay. Right click on the particular field name, then set the primary key. Here you can set the primary key. Then we are going to create the field name. First field name is your ID and this is data type for this is auto number. Then second field name is your student name. Student name and data type for this is short. Here you can take short text or long text also. Then third field is your marks. Okay, data type for this is number. Okay, in this way I have created three tables, that is ID, student name and marks. After that double click on the table. Okay, and you must first save the table. Here you have to save the table. Okay, so ID, student name and marks, the student structure is created. Now next we are going to insert the values in these tables that we have created. For that purpose, go to view, and after that datasheet view. Here is the datasheet view. So here I am going to name the student, that is Tejal, then marks for this, that is 50. Again second record Hetal, then marks is 70. Like that I have created two records. Now number on this way, number of records you have created. So for this table we are going to apply the validation and all other operations. Now we are going to solve the practical related questions here. So first question is, apply validation to restrict and hover word field to values between 0 and 40 inclusive. To do so, you have used to use the following expression on an integer field. So less than equals to 40 and greater than equals to 0. When a user enters a value other than 0 through 40, it will display the error message and reject the input value. Means here column name is provided, that is working hours should be 0 or in between 40, and it includes 40 also. So for that we apply the validation rule over here, that is greater than equals to 0 and less than equals to 40. Let's see how to set this value. Right click on the table. For that purpose, right click on the table, go to design view. Okay, so create column hour. Here I am going to create our third column name, that is hours. Okay, and set the data type as a number. Okay, so now we are going to apply the validation rule for this field, that is hour field. For that purpose, click on data type. Here click on data type field and go to the general properties. Here the properties of this data type is there. So go to the general properties. So here you can see the validation rule here. Okay. In that we are going to assign the values. For that purpose, just click on this button, small button over here. Here one dialog box will be open. So click on function operations. Here click on function operations and operators. So here we want comparison operator or else use logical operator also. Okay, so I am going to use one logical operator, that is AND operator. So click on that, and so my values will be right here greater than equals to 0 and less than equals to 40. So click on OK button. That means this field, that is hours field, will accept only values between 0 to 40. After that, suppose I put a 41 number over here in the hours field, or negative value over here on the hours field, it will display a error message. So for that purpose, I write one error message in the validation text field. So here I am going to write the error message, that is enter values between 0 to 40. Okay, so I apply this rule over here. Now double click on student table. Okay, then save the table. So here for marks, here error message is there because I have created one extra table over here, that is column. So here both of the records, that is Tejas and our second record Hetal, the hours field is empty. So we have to put some values over here. Suppose for Tejas I put 25, and for Hetal I put 45 hours here. So after clicking this, error message is display here, that is enter values between 0 to 40. We apply the validation over here. This field only accept the values between 0 to 40. So it will not accept our value, that is 45. Okay. So here I will change the value. Click on OK button. Then I will change the value 40. So 40 will be accepted. Okay. So first question is completed. This is how we set the validation rule on the particular column, particular field. Now then moving to the second question. So here second question is what? Set the default values to particular column name or particular field. For that purpose, again go to design view. Okay. Suppose here marks column is there. Okay. So marks column is there. So here for marks, I will set or change the default value. Here click on data type, then field properties will be there. So here I set the default values, that is 1, 2, any kind of number you have put here. So put default value as a 0 value, means 0 mark is there when we are going to add record. Okay. Double click on this save button. Then here marks and hours, both column is default value is 0 and 0. So at the time of adding new record, okay, here at the time of adding new record, suppose third record is your, so by default the default value of this field is there, means the default value for this is 0. So type 0 or type another value, that is 6, 7 or 8. This is how we are setting the default values on the field. So next question in your mind is that what is the use of this? By the time of record creation, okay, हम लोग जब record create करते हैं, at that time there will be a default value that we have already set. If you want to change it, then you can change it. Suppose if you don't change it, it will be take your default value as a 0. No need to put another value. Now next question is, what is the use of validation rule and validation text? Here next question is, what is the use of validation rule and validation text? So validation rule is used for to set the condition, and validation text is used to display the message if validation rule not satisfied your condition. Okay, so moving to the next part, that is how to set database level password on the particular database that you have created. So for that purpose, go to file menu, Then go to file menu, then save this database first. Here the information tab is there, so click on that information tab, then click on encrypt with password over here. So click on this encrypt with password. Then from here you can set the password. That is, suppose my password is 123. Verify it again. Write the same password, that is 123. Then click on OK button. Encryption with a block cheaper is incompatible with the row level blocking. So row level blocking will be ignored. So click on OK. Then this database number 4 is stored in C drive user, this folder, document folder, and database 4. So go to that path, that is C drive, then after that user, then go to this folder 91770, then after that documents, go to documents. Here document folder is there, then here is our database, that is database number 4. For that purpose you first close this database. Then suppose I want to open this database. It will display the dialog box. Enter the database password that I have created. So my password is 123. Then click on OK method. This is how we set the password to particular database. Okay. So this is how we set the password to particular database. Then next and last point of this practical is how to remove the password and or how to decrypt the password. For that purpose, again go to file menu, then click on information. Here decrypt database button is there, so click on this decrypt database. So here one dialog box is there. You must have the database open for exclusive use to set or remove the database password. Now when we are going to decrypt the password or remove the password, this dialog box is compulsorily there, because when we are going to decrypt or remove the password, your database should open in exclusive view. Okay, so for that purpose, close this database, then again go to MS Access, open the MS Access, then after that open the file, browse, click on browse button, then our file is in C drive, that is this file. Then after that click on C drive, then after that go to users, then 91770, then documents, then after that database number 4, and from here tools. So This file is open in exclusive mode. Okay, so exclusive mode, then 1 2 3 say type password that we have set it, then click on open button. This is how we decrypt the password, okay, or remove the password. For removing the password, make sure that open the database in exclusive mode. Here we end with the second practical, that is how to set password, how to set the validation rule, then how to set the error message, how to set the default value for a particular column, or how to set and remove database for password for the particular database. Hope you enjoy this session. Thank you and have a nice day.